Hey everyone, Sky here to discuss 127 Hours, starring James Franco, Amber Tamblyn, Kate Mara, and Lizzie Kaplan, and directed by Danny Boyle. Now, let's just get straight into this. I remember seeing this in theaters, but we'll see how I like it. Okay, this is a biography based on a book called, first off, Between a Rock and a Hard Place, about Aaron Ralston, played by James Franco, going to a canyon called Blue John's Canyon, where he goes biking and hiking and exploring. And this performance with this movie is where I can get behind Franco, where he's very good in that particular movie. And I've never seen this one. And never will either. But this movie takes place in Blue John's Canyon on April 23rd, 2003. And I'm liking Aaron as a character, and the cinematography on the canyon is gorgeous in this movie, where someone goes to the canyon. Aaron runs into Christy, played by Kate Mara, and Megan, played by Amber Tamblyn. And those characters, I enjoy their presence as the only faces we know in this scene, because I've seen both actresses before, and I reviewed Kate Mara in the 2015 version of. And Amber Tamblyn, I haven't seen this series, even though there's two, and don't want to either, but my mom loves those movies. But I'll see her again in a brief moment in Quentin Tarantino's. And I'll also see her again in this movie when I get to that new film that comes out. Aaron decides to leave Christy and Megan alone as they invite him to a party with a huge inflatable Scooby-Doo after he hangs with them for a little while in the water in the dome, and continues to go hiking until he gets stuck between a rock and a hard place, like the book title, which was the name of the book. Yeah, I just said that. Aaron gets his arm in the rock after it falls on him, and he tries to call for Christy and Megan for help, and a couple of problems here. One is, does he have a cell phone? And will they have a connection there? That's what I want to know. And two, I don't know if this is how rocks work, but either drop some water or leak on it, meaning otherwise pee on it. That would be a good way to get out of there. But I was having problems with that throughout the whole movie while watching it for this viewing. It might shrink. I mean, I'm not an expert on rocks. Aaron tries to pull the rock out, but doesn't succeed as well as knifing the rock into smaller pieces, and that doesn't work either. So he's stuck on Saturday, April 24th, 2003, and we get flashbacks of Aaron as a young boy versus before he ever went on this trip. And Aaron finds himself on Sunday, April 25th, 2003, as he sends a message to the person who finds the camera until he hears rocks come down and shouts for help. And I'm liking this as a survival story, and the score and soundtrack goes with the movie very well. On Monday, April 26th, 2003, he tries to lift the rock and looks like he's humping it and leaks on the ground and drops water and dreams about it raining at the canyon, and goes to a lady who I was led to believe that was his ex-girlfriend's house, which was kind of oddly placed, but I like the way James Franco is playing Aaron as a serious take and not a stoner take. On Tuesday, April 27th, 2003, Aaron acts like he's on a Good Morning television show, which is rather interesting as he pokes a hole on his arm, which looks rather fucking painful. And on Wednesday, April 28th, 2003, I don't know why I keep doing that, but I just like it that way, Aaron drinks his own piss, and that was just fucking gross. Aaron watches the video of Christy and Megan in the dome as he jerks off in the middle of the night, and morning comes and Aaron thinks about how he and his girlfriend break up, and she says to him, "You're going to be so lonely, Aaron," which did feel pretty damn sad. Anywho, Aaron imagines his sister, played by Lizzie Kaplan, from this movie that I reviewed before, as he apologizes for not being at his sister's wedding, as he's been dying every single hour, and he prepares for it at the end. Aaron breaks his arm loudly, and I gotta say, ow, that's gotta fucking hurt. And there's still hope for him to live as he realizes it. Aaron cuts his arm slowly off and painfully and gets out and walks out restless, thirsty, and exhausted as he runs into a family and they put him in a helicopter and paramedics, and survives and lives a very happy life with a wife, kids, and a success with the book, and eventually having his own biography movie called 127 Hours. A beautiful surviving story. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 9.1 out of 10. This is a mesmerizing, beautiful survival movie with a great performance by James Franco, and the cinematography of the canyon was absolutely breathtaking, despite I had a couple of problems with it. This is a great film, and Danny Boyle has done it again, and that's when I became a fan and watched every single movie of his, leading up to his new movie, Yesterday. So I would like to thank you guys for joining me, and next week, and speaking of which, I will be leading up to Trance. And until next time, and action.